So today I'm working out the mechanical logistics. I bought this kit that I will be using for the actual motors. This is the motors. This is the motor that the kit came with, but instead of these motors, I'm going to be using the stepper motors we have in class, and I bought another one exactly like it. And this kit also came with the wheels, a battery pack, and right now I am working on creating other motor mounts that will fit the other motors, and I've made the motor mount and a motor coupling. So the 3D parts that I made for the motor mount finally came in, and here's the 2 mounts and the coupling, and I put one on to show you. There it is. I used one screw between them, and then it fit like a glove, actually. There you go. So tonight I'm going to be getting this ultrasonic sensor to work. I bought this mount to mount the sensor, but it doesn't fit the servo, which is kind of annoying, but I'm going to use this extra balsa wood that I have and hot glue and just make it work. So as you can see, I figured out the servo and the ultrasonic sensor together. I'm still working out the wires. I feel like it's obstructing some of the motion, and I definitely have to make it longer to fit on the robot. But as you can see, I did the processing, and so let me scoot out a little bit. As this moves back and forth, you can see the dots are coming up at the different measurements. So I've run into a slight problem. I'm working with one of the stepper motors at the moment, but I can feel it working, but it is hardly turning. So I'm trying to figure out whether it's the 3D printed parts, maybe the screws, or if it's getting enough voltage. So I just added a top tier to put my breadboard on, and I mounted the servo and the ultrasonic sensor, and then everything else is on the bottom, and then I only really have to hook up the second motor and then figure out how to move it based on what the ultrasonic sensor rates in. So another problem has arisen. This motor is like 4 times slower than this motor. So these turns may, for tonight, probably only be 1 wheel turning. So I just finished building it. I only had one of the small H bridges, so I texted one of my friends, and they gave me a dual H bridge, and thankful for him, shout out to him, maybe I'll add some credit later. But here is the Arduino, under here my batteries that run the DC motors, and then here's the servo and ultrasonic sensor, and yeah, now all it is to do, I need to figure out the code. So here's the final project. The ultrasonic sensor is going to look around, and while it does, it's going to show up on the radar, right? And then, depending on where these things are, these wheels will turn. So it's looking, and it sees that there's only something on that side, and then that back wheel is going to turn.